In this video, we're going to unpack why you may have only 2 weeks to get cheap Bitcoin, or relatively cheap, at least sub 6-digit Bitcoin. So stay tuned.
Bitcoin is booming. Are you cashing in or missing out? At Drip2BTC, we're rewriting the rules of Bitcoin investing. Earn up to 30% ROI on your deposits, unlock incredible Bitcoin discounts, and transform credit into up to 3,000% APR growth. No hassle, just real results. Don't wait, your future is one deposit away. Drip2BTC.com. Invest smart today.
Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here with Drip and Farm for Poverty, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you some snippets from Altcoin Daily video, where they covered some of the same stuff I mentioned in my previous video, but with a little more context. So let's jump into this clip real quick.
That tells me, again, is this is a multi-year bull market. The other thing I would call out, you mentioned $70 trillion. I think those people are eventually going to have 5% of their portfolios in crypto. That's $3.5 trillion. That's more than the total market cap today. Think about that much money trying to flood into this space, right? I think that's what you're going to see. Even though the spigots are only open a little bit, so far this year, ETFs have bought about 40,000 Bitcoin. Corporations have bought about 50,000 Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network has produced about 18,000 Bitcoin. So even though we're only open this much, it's 90,000 Bitcoin of demand against 18,000 Bitcoin of supply. When you think about that $70 trillion finally getting their taps on, I think people underestimate the scale of the impact.
So that is crazy when you wrap your head around it. So first we're going to look at the amount of Bitcoin that is mined per day. So that is only 450 Bitcoin per day that is mined. So 450 times 7, that is 3,150 Bitcoin per week. And there have only been 74 days in this year. So we got 450 times 74. So 33,000 Bitcoin. Like he said, he said 18,000 Bitcoin supply, but in this entire year, we've had 33,000. So a little, about twice as much as what he stated. But when you look at HODL 15's account, this one here, they posted 18 companies increased their HODL last week with 3,177. Remember, 3,150 is mined each week. So just last week alone, these 18 companies, zoom in here, increased their Bitcoin holdings, the ones with the green arrow. So this is just, I don't know if it's the top, I guess it's top 70, but I'm guessing there's probably some on here that people may not even know. Like, this is ones that are public, but there are definitely wallets with more Bitcoin than this. And so this is only counting companies, and maybe is there any nation states or anything on here? I can't really tell. Like, is El Salvador on here? I don't really feel like scrolling through all this. So it's hard to say how encompassing this is, but the point remains is that there is not enough supply to outstrip the demand. And these top 70 companies HODL 661,000. Now the bulk of that belonging solely to MicroStrategy now, not MicroStrategy. They have the bulk of it. But yeah, this isn't countries, because the 200,000 the US holds is not there as well. So you could have these countries that currently hold Bitcoin start to accumulate as well. And that is going to dramatically shift this landscape. Like, it's just insane the amount of demand that's coming here, and the fact that the Bitcoin price is not reflecting that demand right now. So I used to think that it's being artificially suppressed, but like I showed you guys before in my M2 money supply, I don't have M2 up now, but I think it's just, I don't think it's what I've been told over the years. I just never paid attention to. It's just correlated directly to M2. So you can call that manipulation, since M2 technically kind of is manipulated by the banking cartels, but it's not as sinister as I guess we would think. People just get into Bitcoin when they have more capital, and they get out when they don't. Like, just risk on, risk off. A big question to ask is, how long until we start to see some relief? So like I showed you guys with the last few videos, I believe it's coming by the first week in April. And that is also lined up with the US reciprocal tariffs that Trump wants to impose on each country. So basically, whatever the countries are posing, then he's going to do the exact same. So like India and the EU. So there's some places on certain goods where things are 100, 200, 300%. So I don't think that will actually go into effect, but people right now are calling, well, other governments are calling Trump's bluff. but there's got to be some wiggle room on the bargaining table, I would imagine, for things to shake out and be less uncertain. But either way, if they go into effect with those rates and they are reciprocal, that will still give markets confidence into understanding what actually is going on. And then, like I mentioned before, we have the FOMC meeting. So by the time you see this video, it would have already happened. I doubt that Powell will have made an announcement stating what they plan to do. Him and Trump do not get along. So he will probably wait until here, which will be about a month after the effects of Trump's reciprocal tariffs, to be able to take a stance. So if things continue to be negative, so to speak, in the what would you call it, the economy, then I would say somewhere between May and June, because June is actually where they do the economic projections, but they can make announcements and forecasts which the market can react to. So either way, by the time June rolls around, so that is the end of second quarter, we should see positive market sentiment with Bitcoin. So that's why I'm saying you have about 2 weeks. It could be a little longer depending on what the news is coming out for the tariffs. But I believe, based off of the previous video I showed you where M2 is already ticking up, that the sub 100K Bitcoin will definitely be off the cards by the end of April for sure. We'll see how this video plays out in my projection or prediction, but it's just based solely off of M2 and then kind of how these uncertain macro factors come into play. But the dates in which we get some announcements around them should give markets some certainty. So let me know what you guys think, how you're playing this. There could still be, with all this uncertainty, still could be an opportunity to buy alts as well. You guys saw in my last video that I bought some alts on that previous dip. Could have probably waited or did some buy orders if we have this upcoming dip, or maybe by the time you see this video, we would have already had it. But I do believe we've seen some good retracement on alts at this stage. They've taken a beating. They could still go down a little lower, but I think this was a great buying opportunity for those, depending on which ones you're looking at. All right, that's all I got for this video. Smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. See you.
Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.